Sometimes that woman picked that man on purpose because she knew she'd be able to manipulate the system as long as she needed to.
And that, shut up, Kiala. You're dropping too much tea. You're dropping too much tea.
Okay,
shut up.
Talk about accountability and self-awareness.
Just talking about, I pay my own bills. You're supposed to. It's your bills. You don't have to pay for Netflix. You chose Netflix. You ran your water bill up that high. That's your phone. You're supposed. Are you proud about what the?
It's not until we start to be honest with ourselves as women with what we're disqualifying ourselves from by the bad choices that we make. And oftentimes the loud collective are the most traumatized women talking about, I don't need no man. Okay, you don't, but the majority of women feel the opposite.
Yeah, somebody said, I don't think it's an excuse. All that bad and stuff happened to me too, and I'm not a slut. These girls are playing the victim because they want to get away with being hoes.
I agree. I feel like, and she's the exception, right? Most people are not doing the work to heal from the trauma that was caused from their childhood.
Like, when is enough for the woman who needs to
It'll
change
never
her
be
life?
enough until you shift the identity that you have with yourself. If you don't change the way you look at yourself, neither will anyone else. If you're okay being a situationship, if you're cool being the girl that gets ran through, if you're cool being the girl that's like, yeah, I love threesomes, when actually you hate them just because you're so desperate for a man and this is the only thing that's gonna make you keep him, girl, you will never be a wife.
Do you feel like women allow themselves or open themselves up to be poly just to say that they have a man?
Of course.
That's crazy.
Of course I think that. And also, that's not all of them. I know some very happy poly people. But the majority of women that try to say things like, I love threesomes, maybe they do, and maybe some don't. I know that there are women that don't like to have threesomes, but they do them because their man wants them and they don't want to let go of their man. Why? Because they pay their bills. Why?
Because
they get to say I'm not single.
She loves him,
Does
Sarah.
she? Or does she love being able to tell everybody else how happy she is in a relationship knowing that she's miserable?
She loves that man.
No, I'm not going for it.
Does height matter in a man, yes or no?
I was just talking about
What were you talking about?
height. No, I do like taller. That is so funny.
Step on the scale. Because you said height matters, so weight matters. You know what this is? Rainbet, it's like a gambling app.
Okay.
All right, we made enough, it's fine. But okay, step on the scale. 142. Oh, where do you put it all? Maybe she's a bad influence. You guys go to dinner a lot together? I'm an ick. Hey, stay out of my generation's language, all right? Calorie deficit, some cardio.
Happy birthday to you.
You had one assignment, and you blew it. Shame on you. That little kid birthday.
And this is why women say, we picked the bear. We picked the bear. And he knows I'm recording him too. Because there's so many empty ellipticals, and you picked the one right next to me. What was the reason? What was the reason? I know you hear me. What was the reason? Now we both uncomfortable.
And yeah, and that's why y'all gonna be ate up by that bear. Like, you just start right now. That man ain't hurting you. He ain't saying nothing to you. Who cares if he got on the machine by you? Like, it is not that big of a deal. And y'all be tripping about this bear and a man. I wish that I would pick a bear to be in the damn woods with. That bear gonna tear your ass up soon as he see you. At least I got a fighting chance with a man. Y'all just say y'all want to be with women. Stop acting like every man is so bad and he's so this, and y'all just don't like men. Y'all just say y'all want to be in a relationship with a woman and y'all want to fight all the time, because that's what's gonna happen. Because I know I'm gonna whoop a woman ass in a relationship, so I know women ain't for me, okay? But y'all be on here tripping. Girl, you just doing the most right now.
And I don't give a call it what y'all want to call it, but a man who cannot settle down with one woman and has to continuously sleep with multiple women is a woman is not what he wants. That's why he go through so many. He still to this day is not satisfied with just a woman.
Sonia, hear me out. You saying because a man sleeps with a woman, he want to sleep with a man, and because he wants to sleep with more women, that he really want to sleep with a man, because the fact that he sleeps with women makes him want to sleep with a man. So if he sleeps with a man, does that mean he want to? How you explain them apples, baby? So because he don't want to just date options, he gotta be fruity. Yeah, this is stupid as shit. Hey, this is an all-time high for stupid Instagram, social media posts right here. Yeah. Give her an award. Tell her what she's won. She's won a lifetime supply and subscription to Hooked on Follies because that didn't work for you. Maybe you're just mid, baby, and he needed some extra flavor. That ugly one. Hey, my birthday party is going down April 4th, 4-day weekend. My birthday. It's also an after party for the biggest festival of Atlanta. It's going to be a lit weekend. The link is in my bio for your tickets, for your sections, for your performances, or you can just text this number right here to get your tickets and your sections and your performances. I'm looking for some special guest hosts. All my ladies have been in the content with me as far as Trigger Alert and everything. Make sure y'all DM me a picture. We're going crazy. The one day, I'm only doing one birthday bash, and it's April 4th here in Atlanta. Y'all pull up on me. It's that ugly money.
A lot of these modern women don't really realize. They don't realize that the game has changed. These modern women are still operating like it's 10, 15 years ago. But men have access to a whole lot of more information now. I'm watching your TikTok. I'm watching your Instagram. And now men are educated. I'm not even going to say educated. I might go a step further and say now they're clear. You have confirmed to them how you're going to act, right? So they're looking at it. And modern women, like I said, they continue to try to run the same playbook as they were 10, 15 years ago and expecting a man to fall. Why are you not following? Modern women are so desperate now that they're walking up to the man and saying, why are you not falling for all my old tricks? We used to run this play on you all the time. Why are you not falling for it? Because I know the playbook. I know the playbook. I read it, I've studied it, and I'm not falling for it. Now get out of my face. Have a good day.
If you pay attention, most relationships are kind of.
What do you mean by that?
I think I've seen one relationship in my life where the relationship's really on the guy's terms and not the woman. Men make small concessions for their girlfriend and just they end up living where she wants to live. They end up doing what she wants to do.
I'm definitely guilty of that.
Girls are just always going to freak out more than the guy and be more unhappy or whatever. And then men just make slow concessions over time and then they're basically enslaved to her emotions.
Seriously, you're still out here with this car? You work all day and then come home and ignore everything else for this stupid thing. We don't have money for anything I want, but you've got time for this every single day.
This is why I stay in the garage.
You should call it here. I need things. You're out here wasting time again. I'm done with it. Yeah, I better not leave. I'm talking to you.
I have two things to say about this one. Number one, I think that any of you single guys will appreciate the reminder that you would rather be single and living a peaceful life rather than being in the wrong relationship. The second thing that I'll say is that obviously there's always two sides of the story, right? Maybe he is spending too much time in the garage. But ladies, this is not the way to handle it. Because this is the sort of attitude that will just push him away. He will want to spend more time in that garage. Versus looking within yourself, ladies, to figure out what is going on. Is it that he's away too much and that you actually miss him? And in that case, you should come at him with a very loving, I miss you sort of nature. Or is it not that you actually want to be around him more? It's just that you want him to do particular things for you. Therefore, you have these expectations that maybe you need to look at. Maybe they're fair and you should sit down and come to an agreement, or maybe they're not fair. And they're just something that you have to change your mindset over.
Why is it that the things men want are totally free, but the things they give cost them everything? Think about what we usually expect from a man. We want him to provide, to protect, and to build a future. That's not cheap. That takes his time, his sweat, and years of hard work. It's expensive. But what do men ask for in return? It's usually the simple stuff. Peace, respect, a thank you when they get home. Someone who is actually happy to see them. That's all free.
It costs $0 to be kind. It costs nothing to be a peace of mind instead of a headache. Men aren't calling us difficult because they want more money. They're saying it because it feels like they are doing the heavy lifting and we can't even handle the easy part. If he is out there fighting the world to build you a house, the least you can do is make it a place he actually wants to live in. Stop focusing on what he's not buying you and start focusing on the things you're not giving him, especially the things that don't cost a dime.
Please stop telling women that they chose the wrong men when there are men out here pretending to be the right guy. And if we knew you were nothing but a piece of rat's ass and fly's vomit, trust me, baby, we wouldn't have chosen you. Thank you.
guy did a video about what I was wearing in the gym. Edited my video to put clothes on me.
What?
You let your woman out like this?
This has got nothing to do with clothes. This has got to do with certain men hating women. If I came into the gym with my nipples out, yeah, no one's going to say a word.
People care so much about what women wear in the gym. Think that we dress like this for male attention. Even if there was no men on this whole entire planet, I'd still go to the gym like this.
It's a sports bra, sports shorts, designed for the gym.
No matter what I wear, people are always going to comment on.
That fella's weak. Doing anything so he doesn't argue with his beard. It's that beard, like, she'll want to wear everything, and he just accepts it. Be harsh with that. Is there any need for her to be wearing that in the gym? What's the need in that? What is the need? If you believe that it's all for herself, then you've been brainwashed, like. Women wearing stuff like that in the gym shouldn't be allowed, like. They say it's all for themselves, but really it is for male attention. That's why these clothes are made like that, to make people lust. Shouldn't be allowed. If your girl does want to go to the gym and actually wears acceptable clothes, good on you, leh? Found a good girl. But the thing is, if your girl goes there like the way she does, she wants to be everyone's. Stay woke in the streets, leh? Big brr.
Riddle me this. Why would I survive with a dusty when I can thrive by myself? Why would I be single with kids when I can be single without them? Why would I settle down with someone when I can be in abundance on the solo? Able for one, please. I will go 100 on the bill by myself, then waste my time going 50-50. What about?
Here's the thing. Men out here, you're not really going to hear too much about it. They're not making a scene. They're not protesting. They're not yelling, kicking, screaming, and hollering. They're just quietly walking away. That's it. Just quietly removing myself from the situation. And that's what's scaring these modern women, because you can't argue with a man that ain't there. You can't engage with something that ain't there. You can't negotiate with somebody that then already left. Men have already left the dating scene. They don't want to be bothered with you anymore. You did that. That's a problem that you created. Why did he leave so fast? Why didn't he chase? I'm not here to chase you. I'm here to connect with you.
A man who's got his mind right does not want a woman who's always got her hand out, because a man loses the second he puts a woman over his purpose. So the woman he's dealing with has to be aligned with his purpose. She has to add to him, not take away.
Why I will no longer be entertaining the male human species.
You got a whole book.
Never keeping promises. 2, never meaning what they say. 3, only being nice to people because they want something. 4, only being nice to women they find attractive. 5, not taking no for an answer. 6, bringing up immediately. 7, pressuring for on the first date. 8, lack of effort. 9, asking me to come over as the first date. 10, poor hygiene. 11, lack of emotional intelligence. 12, lack of financial intelligence. 13, extremely self-centered. 14, extremely misogynistic. 15, going weeks on end with no contact.
Majority of the things that she's talking about, women do them too. They do them more, if I'm being honest. They treat men like garbage. They don't want to talk to guys they don't find attractive. They only want them for their money. They ignore them all the time. Like, all these things. They don't have emotional intelligence. Like, what the? You're naming stuff that women do all the times too. So men should also not deal with the female species. Plus, why are you on here telling us that? Let alone write a whole page of why you don't want to deal with them. If you don't like them, then just don't deal with them. You don't need to tell us why you're not dealing with them, because we don't give a fuck. And as I said before, women are the same way. So there's no reason for you to be on here telling us about how terrible men are when y'all yourselves are terrible.
Y'all want to know some that I've done to men that I will never, ever regret?
What?
Years ago, I was dating a guy for like 6 to 8 months, right?
Okay.
During those 6 to 8 months, he called me to tell me that he lost his job. I was like, okay. I waited 2 hours. I said, hey, let's meet up for a drink or something to eat or something like that. And he was like, okay, yeah, sure. As soon as we get to the spot, I look him dead in the face and I said, hey, it's not gonna work out between us. And he was like, what? Are you being serious? And I was like, yes, I am. He was like, why are you breaking up with me? Is it because I don't have a job? And I was like, funny you said that. That's exactly why I'm breaking up with you. And then he goes, wow, you are a gold digger. And I was like, yeah. And then he goes, wow, you are a gold digger. And I was like, yeah, you really are broke. So look at us. And he was like, wow, you really gonna leave me over me not having a job? Like I'm not gonna go get one? And I was like, no. And he tried to make me feel bad that I was breaking up with him because he no longer had a job. And I was like, I do not care. The fact that you even thought that I was going to be your fixer is crazy to me. Is wild to me. The fact that you even wanted to tell me that information without just going out there and getting a job and being like, hey, by the way, I got a new job instead of, hey, I lost my job is crazy to me. So therefore, I want no part in it. I don't want to know your sad story. I don't want to be Captain Save. No, none of that. None of that. That's something you call and tell your parents. You tell your homeboy. You tell your friend. You don't tell me. I don't care. That's not my problem. All I hear is, hey, I'm going to start being cheap and mean to you. That's what I hear when you say, I ain't got a job. And guess what? I run on the first red flag, baby.
Newsflash, baby girl. He ain't lose his job, all right? That was the ultimate loyalty test. And now he knows exactly who you are. And I bet you he's somewhere happy to a young lady named Katie with 3 kids. Happily ever after. My guys, stop apologizing for having standards, because if you think that they are using you, then they probably are.
I didn't leave him because I didn't love him. I left because I didn't respect him. Oh my gosh, that's an uncomfortable conversation. But I think that it's so important that we have it. Once upon a time...
What was your last guy like?
Black.
For real?
Yeah.
Why you say it like that? Well, why'd you say it like that? Like black?
Because I feel like you're trying to find an answer.
I was just curious.
Yeah, black.
I'm not the mom, I'm the first daughter. I'm not the mom, I'm the second daughter. I'm not the mom, I'm the third daughter. I'm not the mom, I'm the fourth daughter. I'm not the mom, I'm the youngest daughter.
I'm not the mom, I'm the oldest son. I'm not the mom, I'm the second son. I'm not the mom, I'm the youngest son.
We're not the mom, we're the Cinderella triplets. I'm not the mom, I'm the daughter-in-law. I'm not the mom, I'm the friend. I'm the mom.
Someone's gotta tell Pops to chill, and that his pullout game is weak.
Throw that glove on game.
I've always wondered how these big families operate. We all know how insane this economy is. Now imagine having 8+ children. How? How could you possibly live a sustainable life if you're not rich? After being pregnant 8 times, I'd imagine that it gets a lot easier than it was the first time. But you're still pregnant. This woman looked to be early to mid-30s. That means for the majority of her adult life, she's been pregnant. I can't imagine it gets that much easier. You're still pregnant.
Men don't hear probably 90% of the criticism that's leveled at them. We think if they respected us, if they loved us, if they cared about us, they would respond to criticism and fix it. But he doesn't. Right. There's actually 5 layers of protection that men have against criticism. First is consider the source. She's an idiot. He's an idiot. Don't take it seriously. Consider the source. If they do respect the source, we'd think, okay, well, then they'll act on it. They'll change. Check the source. We'd think, okay, well, then they'll act on it. They'll change. Yes. No. Then they measure what the other person said against what they think of themselves. Am I stupid? No. Do they change? No. Because they don't agree with the criticism. Okay, so if they agree with the criticism, then they change, right? No. You're going to say that. God damn it. No. He's having the worst at calculation. What would it take to change that? And is the benefit worth what it would take? If the benefit isn't worth what it would take to change that, nobody's perfect. And so then you think, if they decide it's worth it, it goes on the list. No, it goes on the list as something that would be worth doing someday. Oh, it doesn't alter his priority.
I'm like jealous of men right now.
Yes.
We go straight into, oh, fix it. It doesn't matter if it's worth it or not. You got to be liked.
Well, you're perimenopausal.
Yes, I am.
Wait till you're, let's see, I am 17 years past menopause. It's awesome.
And I'm going to silently observe what this trip looks like on her social media.
You know what? Exactly.
How she's carrying herself. And then men do that. We take mental notes. People are like, oh, she's out there on a boat, half naked, twerking in front of guys. Not wifey when she comes back. Now I know where to place her.
Wait, on a boat, half naked? What do you want her to wear on a boat?
Twerking also was added in there on a guy.
So there was guys
Twerking on a guy is crazy though. On a guy is
like, if
it was a girl's trip.
If you're getting to know me. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said I thought it was a girl's trip.
But guys can be there.
They do be having
like
excursions.
if you go on a girl's trip to Jamaica, you're with your girls, but
Jamaica.
men live in Jamaica.
Men do live in Jamaica.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
I get
doing something like that.
You could judge her if she did that raft thing and she had the Jamaican man doing the exfoliating
and rubbing
I'm judging it all.
But
I ain't never get that up on it.
Usually, if men were not invited on the trip, that boat day is just girls. I'm just saying. And if she's half naked, so what? Who the goes to Jamaica to put on clothes?
But it's not just doing it. It's also
and we twerking for the videos. It's a girls'
You also look
trip.
at what you post. Men look at what you post. We don't want our wifey having certain things posted on her social media. Remember the saying that's going viral? A wife is a wife before she's a wife. That's what that means.
This is the type of foolishness that I'm talking about right here. A woman made a comment. She said, I wear $400 perfume. Sir, I do not need to use you for a meal. Date your kind. What kind is that? What kind is that? You make it seem like $400 perfume is like, oh man, that's greed. That's greed. That's greed that you can walk in the store and get. Anybody can walk in the store and get that. It's accessible to the general public. You can walk into Macy's or any department store and get it. Are you okay right now? And this is what modern women be doing. Oh, I wear $400 cologne. Date your age, date your range. What range is that? That's not expensive. This is what I'm saying. Y'all make it seem like what y'all be doing is unattainable. It's not. It's $400. And you can keep that cologne for God knows how many years. Even spraying it heavily, you have to douse yourself in that type of stuff. And even at that, 6 months. You make it seem like people can't get there. Men don't want to get there. This is not a flex. This is not a flex.
I have never thought a man should have any reason to be afraid of a woman until I saw this video. My God.
Ladies, I just want to let y'all know I'm in a relationship and I'm getting married. And you can stop calling my phone. Stop messaging me. And I'm in love. That's it. Just keep me out your life.
Brother, you stuck for life.
We gather here today for the 15 men who were brutally at a wedding reception because their wives and girlfriends' tempers couldn't be controlled over a simple joke. God rest their soul.
If you do these things, you are the toxic one in the relationship. You go through their phone, you punish them with silence, you say I'm fine, but you act like you're not fine. You make them feel guilty for having a life outside of you. You bring up old arguments when you're losing a new one. You threaten to leave to see if they'll chase you. You love bomb, then you pull away. You make everything about how it affects you. You dismiss their feelings because yours feel bigger. You say you always or you never. None of this makes you a bad person. It just means you're a hurt person. And hurt people until they decide to do something else about it. The fact that you're watching this is already something.
She feels secure in every area but financial security. Is that a man that she should let go of because he's not financially secure?
What is the reason why he's not financially secure? Is it the season?
It could be just...
Or is it he's committed to a lifestyle that she doesn't feel secure in? Because those are two very different things.
It could be like how, what's that Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson? She was married to a guy, is that Acrimony or something like that? She was married to a guy that was an inventor, and he was struggling the whole time, and her family got in her ear about like, he won nothing, and I think he cheated on her or something like that. But her sisters were all in her ear, and then he finally made it his invention hit. He got like $20 million or something like that, and he gave her like a check for I don't remember how much, maybe $500,000, and now she was like trying to throw herself at him, trying to get back with him. Like, That's the thing. Like people do like it's like, you know what it may be a man who is trying, it just hasn't hit his big break yet.
So this guy got on here and he was like, he found out that women break up with men 6 months, like in their mind, 6 months before they actually break up with them. And he was like, well, what does it look like? And I commented and I was like, how we act during that time or when we have mentally broke up with the man is what you would call peace. You found peace in me not addressing things, not me, you know, talking about my feelings, communicating. You found that as peace. So it never really makes sense to me why men be shocked when you finally do break up with them or when you finally do cut them off. Because if you took being inconsiderate of my emotions as peace, in what world did you think that we were going in the right direction? In what world did you think we were going in the right direction? Literally, the moment that a woman stops talking or stops addressing things, but you guys are still kind of cordial, you need to be on your toes. You need to be on your toes, boo, because something up here is disconnecting.
All the men out there, this is for you guys. If you see me walking down the street or if you see me in general and you don't find me attractive, you are gay. I said it.
Who wins the most in a typical divorce?
The lawyer, because if I win, I get paid, and if I lose, I get paid. People can't win a divorce. There's no such thing as winning a divorce. It's like winning a nuclear war. You didn't win. You try to minimize the destruction. You try to maximize the post-divorce life you and ideally this other person has, but you don't win. There's no winning.
Yeah, what is that? Like, is that a coincidence? I mean, it has to be a coincidence because you don't, like, how? Like, okay, I guess my question is, to the white girls that like black dudes, do y'all make yourself look a certain way before you leave the house to let the world know that you do like black dudes? Or are you just being your authentic self and you just happen to look that way? Like is God just making those type of white girls look a very specific way? Because, okay, for example, like a girl that went to an Ivy League college, like she has a certain look, right? Like you would not expect a girl that went to Harvard or Yale to be dating a black dude. You know, not saying that they're racist, but most white girls that go to Ivy League schools, they're not dating black people. That's just facts. They're just not. So when you see a girl that looked like the one in that video, you could immediately tell that she does date black people. It's like two different looks. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Somebody just said there's nothing wrong with casual. Now, I don't put right or wrong on anything. What I'm telling you is somebody just said there's nothing wrong with casual. Now, I don't put right or wrong on anything. What I'm telling you is the more casual you have with multiple partners, the less likely you are to have a high value, high earning masculine man, or even just a high value masculine man. And oftentimes those people have the most options. Why would they choose you when everybody, including their best friend, their cousin, and their workmate has been ran through you? Why? Why would they choose you when they don't have to? Because this is the thing. There are so many attractive, good women out here that are not. So despite what you say, any woman that says, sis, it's okay to have casual because he wants a woman that's experienced, she's single. She's single. Or unless she's in the entertainment industry, because there are caveats in the entertainment industry.
I don't know, Sarah. I just feel like I've heard both men say both. I've heard men that say they want a woman with a little experience. I've heard men that say that they want a woman with no experience.
White people use the gray areas to get away with stuff, but I think the principle is what you're supposed to be speaking on. Like how you're supposed to do the things is what we should be speaking on. Not like, oh, well, this person found this person and now it worked. Of course, that's life. We live on Earth.
You don't want a woman that's experienced.
People say that to me all the time. Who wants a woman that got trained by the last man? We have to call a spade a spade. If we as women start to say a man wants a girl with experience, what those men want, they want to smash and dash you because they want to use your experience, but they don't want you. They want what you have to offer. They want the you have to give. They don't want to keep her. They want to use the experience and go to the next life experience.
I don't know if I agree with that.
How could you not?
Because there's women who are experienced.
Here's an example. You want to know who's experienced? Cardi B.
That is
Kim K.
What is a
Kim K?
We just talking about the examples. We just talking about the examples that y'all follow. These are y'all idols.
That was an extreme example.
I don't feel like they are extreme at all.
Why men always wait until it's too late to get their stuff together?
Because I thought I had another chance. And why wouldn't I? You gave me 67 of them. And so here I am thinking I got more time and more time and more time because with you, I've always had time. I am legitimately shocked to find you actually have a backbone. You thought I picked you because your positive qualities. I picked you because you picked me over you. And the moment you stop doing that, oh my God, you gonna do this to me? And here's the thing. You think I want you back so I can promote you. So I can do right by you. I want you back in that same position that allowed me to be me without consequence. You think I'm just getting my together while I'm too late. It's too late now. I'm changing it. No. The only thing I'm changing is my story.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
I'm 30. How'd you meet?
We met off of Tinder.
So y'all are talking.
Well, it's not that serious. We had an agreement that like we would just be friends.
Yeah, we're just being friends. So you couldn't see yourself sleeping with him at all?
I've already slept with him.
How'd you come to that agreement?
I mean, we had both talked about it, and we're the same way. So we just hang out and we fuck.
Yeah, like we kind of randomly got to the vibe at the same time. We're like, oh yeah, we're just trying to have fun.
Yeah, we both want to be single.
Yeah. So it's a open relationship, friends with benefits. It's not a relationship. Friends with benefits.
Yeah, friends with benefits.
It's not an open relationship because that means you're a couple, but we're not a couple.
Yeah, there's no relationship there. We're
friends
just
who have fun, have every now and then. And how long have you been doing this?
A couple of weeks. So we've been having
about a month.
Yeah, we've been having a great time. I love it.
This girl said, I'm only gonna be feminine if you bring that side out of me. I gotta pay for a default setting? You're a female. You're supposed to be feminine. That's supposed to be a given. What are we talking about? Y'all be saying crazy. I'm gonna be feminine if I bring the feminine side out of me. What? I'm gonna be black if you only bring the black side out of me. I'm already black. What do I gotta bring out? I'm gonna only act like a human if you bring the human out of me. Like, that makes no sense. You know how stupid that sounds? That's like hiring a chef and they say, I'm only gonna cook if you make me wanna cook. You're a chef. Cook my food. That's your job. You're a female. Your default setting is to act feminine. What the do you mean you're not gonna act like a female unless somebody bring a female out of you? That makes no sense. Bro, I'm telling you, y'all need to start backhanding who open their mouths and okay, I'm sorry, I won't say that. I take that back. I'm sorry. All sponsors, all brand deals, I'm sorry. I take that back. Don't smack women. It's not okay to hate women. But these are still dumb. I stand by what I said. They're dumb. Why the would I have to bring a feminine side out of you? Leave me the alone.
Ever since I competed on The Bachelorette, I always said that the show was a humiliation ritual, but this takes it to another height. You tell me, y'all flew out 22 men to compete for a 31-year-old divorced baby mama? What a history? Come on, man. ABC playing in these guys' faces, man. There's no way. There's no way. I honestly think this is social programming because you're trying to make men settle. Out of all the qualified women in America, you're telling me right now the best option for you to provide a handful of men is a 31-year-old divorced baby mama of 3, not 1, not 2, but Tress. That's crazy work. And then she regular work. That's some Midwest work. Not even like Miami work. No, that's not even no New York work. That's some Midwest work. I'm trying to tell y'all, gentlemen, if you look at what the media is doing, they're literally training men to settle. This is trying to make it seem as if every woman is just still high value. I don't care what prior status she had before. She is still a 31-year-old divorced baby mama of 3. Come on, man. You have to have some form of standard. And I feel bad for the gentlemen competing. I don't know if they found out before or if they got there. I don't know. But I'll tell you this. I need a refund. I'm telling you right now, listen, if I would have got to the show and they would have told me, it's a baby mama with 3 kids that's divorced, man, send me back home, man. I'm on the first flight back home. Keep that rose. Keep it. Keep it. Nonetheless, it's Trust Fund Baddies only. If you're struggling with your dating life, you're trying to align with high-value women, I want you to click the link in the bio. And especially for the 22 men that just competed, I know for sure you guys could use higher quality women. Link in bio or DM me app.
That's just what I get.
And I know we're not being shady up here. I know we're not being.
Okay, I look crazy. I'm at work right now. I didn't expect to get in.
Okay, are you gonna lose your job being on this live?
Ooh, let me take my shirt off. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, come on now. Don't say you lost your coin because of me.
Right.
All right. So what brings you up?
I watch your videos a lot, and hold on, truck is passing. I watch your videos a lot, and I feel like you give a lot of advice on the look, but you don't really talk about the mannerisms and like how we're supposed to carry ourselves.
Well, here's the thing, Kayla. I can't be all things to all people, right?
Yeah.
So you can come to my channel for one thing. There's probably another girl who teaches you about language. There's another girl who teaches you how to hold a fork. There's another girl who can teach you how to walk in a heel.
Your specialty is more looks, more like appearance.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say just looks, no.
So, like, what would you say?
You watch my content. What would you say? you watch it. What do you mean? You tell me.
That's just what I get.
And I know we're not being shady up here. I know we're not being shady. Because I know women, hold on, I'm grown. So I know women can do it in a very passive way. So if we're gonna do it, we gotta say it with our chest. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not a passive person. If I was being shady, I would be very direct.
Okay, fair enough. So what we saying?
I'm not. I was asking a question.
All right.
Yeah.
But if you watch my content, you should know. That's what I'm saying. I would never get on someone's live and say, hey, so what do you think? What are you teaching over here? Dating? So what about dating? So why haven't you taught about the wives? Why do you just talk about the girlfriends? That's weird. It's something we have to work on as women because I can see through people very quickly. Women can be shady, and this is not just to her. Women can be shady in a very passive way. Women know how to be shady in a very passive way. Don't try to dance around it. Don't give backhanded compliments. Let's say it. And that's not me trying to fight or trying to argue. But let's just be adults. Call it out. You know, say, hey, Ashley, I think you don't tell the girls how to carry themselves, how to be classy. But let's not be passive. And don't start with you're not a girl's girl, you're not this, you're not that. But I would never get on anyone's platform. I just would never and say, so what it is that you teach. I watch you, so what it is that you teach. I wouldn't do that. It's like I'm trying to help you girls, and then y'all coming for me. That's what y'all do with creators. Y'all love them, love them, love them. You love all the information from the creators. Then you start to resent them. Then you start to dislike them. Then you start to shade them. Then it's their hair. Then it's their makeup. Then it's I don't like them. But you're using the tips, using the information, and then going out. Y'all do that with so many creators. And that's not to discount the people who do support me. That's not to discount people who do support me. But that is a running theme I see. You use the information. You like the person for all the information they're getting. And then you turn around and you're shady to them. You start to resent them. You start to dislike them. That's not cool. And a lot of women do it. They do it a lot.
What's funny is a lot of these people want to continue to blame the manosphere. They want to blame podcasts. They want to blame content like this. But we're not telling men anything new. We're just saying out loud what men have been thinking and saying for years. I've been saying it for years. That's what a man gonna say. I've been telling my wife. I've been telling my sisters. I tell my mom. I tell my my girlfriend. Telling my sisters. I tell my mom. I tell my girlfriend. For years, hey, this is what I'm going through. This is what's happening. At this point in time, once again, it's just a confirmation of what men have been experiencing. People keep on trying to do documentaries about stuff. The manosphere didn't create the problem. It just gave men the words for, oh yeah, I've been going through that too. Oh yeah, that's you see, when women get their groups together, people don't want to say nothing about it. But when a man starts to get a group together, then all of a sudden we can't let that happen. That's toxic.